Okay, it's Ronnie's garage again, and I'm back to finish up this golf cart thing that I started. This will be a short one. I've already done all the work, already finished the golf cart, test drove it. I'm just going to go over a few things I've done. Like I've said before, it's not rocket science, but just showing you some things that I did and might save you some time and give you a few ideas to work with. But anyway, let me get right into it. First of all, before I show you the golf cart, let me show you a few things about, number one, the receptacle. I bought a receptacle, and I bought it from Rocky Top Carts. But make sure if you buy a receptacle, if you want to put the charging plug back in the original location, you don't have to, but I think most people would want to. But make sure you get the one that has the right receptacle on the end, 110 female receptacle, because I didn't buy the right one, and I had to add a female plug to it. So it's no big deal, but it was like $8 I didn't need to spend, when you can buy the right one. Second thing is, I bought a mount for the LED display. Now, I bought that online. I think it was like $20. And, of course, the LED display slides right in and is removable. And I was wrong. I did find this one that came with it, which clamps on some kind of rod or something. But, of course, I didn't use that for what I want to do. I want to mount mine right to the dash. So I got those two things, and the LED display is right here. It's all wired up. It's completely wired up, and it's so easy. All you need is a hot wire going to the ignition switch, a switched wire and a ground. So when I say it's all wired up, that's just how easy it is. And of course it comes on when you turn the switch on. But I'm going to mount it probably like right there, or I might mount it here. Maybe I'll mount it in the back there. It's more protected. So anyway, that's that. All right, let's get into the rest of it. Like I said before, that 3/4 inch piece of plywood on the floor is perfect because it gives you the perfect height, so it matches this hump here where the plastic is. And as you can see, it's perfect plane for the plastic battery case to sit on. So I don't know about you, but it gives me a good feeling. So it's sitting on something nice and flat. And I've added some aluminum angles so that the battery can't move at all. It can't move around. It's nice and secure. And on this end, it has a plastic protrusion sticking up through the floor. So all the way around it is locked in place. Okay, the next thing is, of course, being this is a 2006, I believe I have a 2008, and it has all the electronics back against this back wall. So being that this is a 2006, of course, it was in the center. And I moved everything over. Now, I've seen, like I think I mentioned before, I've seen videos where somebody cut a big groove in the plastic to fit this board in, and they also cut there's some female grooves where this would set in. Oh, they're down there. It's right there. See those sliding grooves where the board used to sit? I've seen people go in there and cut all those off with a saw, and believe me, you don't need to do that. I didn't cut mine. You can relax a few of these wires, lift this thing right out of those grooves, and move it aside, and then you can do what you need to do to get you some, to relax the wires so you can move this over here. Now, as you can see, everything is nice and relaxed. There's nothing pulled tight. Everything's nice and relaxed. What I did do, I did pull the motor controller off. I believe I switched it around. Right here so that the wires go that way. And I opened up this loom and I pulled some wires out of this loom to give me some more wire to work with here. Again, you can see everything's nice and relaxed and nothing's pulled tight. I bought this I call it a transformer. It's 48 to 12 volts. That's for my lights. So I bought that, and I got that from 12 volt house, DC house, for the same place that made the battery. And I got that for about 20 bucks. But that's hooked up to power my lights. Then I've got the charger, which came with the battery. So I thought that would be a good place to mount that, because you have some airspace here, which is nice. And so I think that's about it. Now, I saw somewhere online where somebody was talking about changing wiring on this thing. Well, other than rerouting cables so everything fit nice, I didn't change any wiring. I have everything hooked up the exact same way it was. Of course, I added the plug for the power for the charger, and it's right there, and it's plugged right into the charger. So, and then I hooked up my 12 volt to the battery. And you can actually go to other sources and pick up your hot and your ground if you wanted to, instead of hooking it to the battery. But I don't see anything wrong with hooking it to the battery. I mean, in the old days when you had lead acid, of course you don't want stuff going to the battery because of corrosion problems, but that's no big deal. Whatever you want to do. There's places to hook hot and ground wires down here if you don't like to hook it to the battery. But other than that, it's pretty easy. I mean, once I've done this one, I could do I think I could do the next one in an hour. And of course, I remember I told you, I believe, about removing these screws to get this kick panel off, so you can get that plug out, which there are three screws behind there to take that plug out. So, and also these screws, you have 4 screws on the top, so you can lift this whole housing up here. You only need to lift it up about an inch, and then that will be enough to get this kick panel out. Once you remove the 3 screws, lift the carpet up, remove the 3 screws for the kick panel. So, no, you don't need to take this all the way off. Just take these screws out and move it out a little bit so you can raise the carpet up and get to those screws. But other than that, I mean, I think, I guess that's it. I don't think I forgot anything, but I'm happy with the way this thing turned out. I look forward to going on vacation next month with it and seeing how long it'll go before I have to charge it. I think it'll, from what I hear, it'll go a long time. So anyway, time to move on to something else. But the other thing is, nice, I have some storage down here. I could put my Colt 45 down there. The beer. I mean, of course, the Colt 45 beer. I could put my Colt 45 down there, and also over here, there is room. There's plenty of room for a bag to put some goodies in. Fits in there nicely. So I've got storage now where I didn't have any storage before. So everything is good. Life is good. Time to move on to the next project, I guess. But yeah, I could put a video of me driving this thing around, but I won't waste your time. I don't see any need for that. All right, thanks for watching.